Morning. It's the 31st of July 2023. I'm just decided to keep a sort of video diary of the processes that we're trying to go through to relocate our community businesses in Kensington. Just a quick backdrop to it all. We've been based in a row of shops since 2011, gradually taking over 6 of the shops. So we had a bike project, bakery, Liverpool's only community radio station, and a community cafe. We had a fire in the bike shop just before Christmas, which led to the bike shop being handed back to the landlords. So the bike project's not been opening for the best part of 8 months. And it seems that the landlord wants to refurbish the whole block. He's refurbished about half of it at the moment. And it means 2 things are going to happen. We're going to have to move out because it's too expensive, or pay the money that he wants for the new level of rent, and just for the radio station and the cafe. The bakery is probably going to move somewhere else. The man who runs the bakery wants to move. So we're stuck in limbo in the sense that, what do we do about it? And the final straw really was about 2 months ago. The ceiling in the radio station collapsed, which meant we had no electricity in the radio station. It's taken them the best part of those 2 months to actually set that matter straight. The ceiling's been repaired, but the electricity's not been redone due to a few sort of various things. It's not their fault really. So what I've been doing what I've been doing for the last 6 weeks is trying to investigate a piece of land which was bought as part of the Housing Market Renewal Initiative in 2005, and now belongs to Liverpool City Council. It's not been used for the best part of 18 years, which seems a phenomenal thing. It's supposed to be to improve the housing in the area, but obviously since 2010, the Conservative government decided that HMRI wasn't going to be happening anywhere, and that scenario was part of the £1 houses, the Channel 4 documentary, which was on a few years ago, where the council sold houses for £1. Now, what we have, the problem, let's start with the problem is, yes, the council own the land. Yes, the council are supposed to have what's called a community asset transfer strategy, which the main part of the strategy is about giving social enterprises like KensingtonVision the opportunity to own a community asset as long as they're going to do something with it. Finally found out about 2 weeks ago who the person was I needed to speak to. So we've submitted a request to basically give the piece of land to us. Ideally, I'd like them to give it us for £1 or less than £1. If they want to sell it to us, then obviously it'd have to be well below market value. So what we got planned there is to build a structure of 18 shipping containers, 18 40 foot by 8 foot shipping containers. The ground floor would contain the cafe, the bike shop, and the bike project, and the bakery. The first floor would have the radio station relocated there. The back 2 shipping containers there would be rented out to community creative businesses. I've already got 2 businesses, 2 social enterprises who'd like to rent it out, and the top floor would have three apartments which would be rented out to visitors. So the income stream would come from the rental of the apartments upstairs, rental paid by tenants, because all those businesses would be separate community enterprises, including the radio station, and we'd all pay sort of below market rent for something like that. So we need to find the funding, to build the structure, design the structure, build the structure, get planning permission, fit the solar panels on the roofs, fit the heat pumps in, fit it all out, employ staff. And there are organisations that are willing to either lend or give grants for this, the main one being the Key Fund. There's also one run by Liverpool City Council, Liverpool City Region, which I always forget the name of. and we're in talks with them as well. So at the moment, we're putting together a business plan to submit to the Key Fund, and and also to this LCR organisation that's there to support social enterprises, and anywhere else as well. So we're still looking for places. The actual project, the building, we haven't given it a name yet, but we should do, will be quite a striking building in the area. We've got lots of clothes shops, we've got lots of hairdressers and other sorts of businesses. This would be a unique business in the area. It would actually, in all guessing, be a unique business for the city. So it would have a great effect on the local community. It would to be a centralised base for all our operations instead of being spread out. The problem is we as an organisation, and this is KensingtonVision CIC, tend to act first and sort things out later. This time we've got to do a great deal of planning before we get the thing in place and before we move in there, get the funding. So it's a bit of a change from my usual tactics. And that's the situation at the moment. So we're still messing around, trying to get things together, talking to people, having meetings with people. I'm having a meeting today with the Lister Library, who took over a disused library and spent quite a lot of money on it, and they're going to give me some pointers, hopefully, on the best way of approaching this. As with most things, council, things seem to move incredibly slow. But we still, the whole project hinges on the fact that we don't know whether we can have the land or not. And on that single decision, the future lies. Obviously, we can't have the land, we can't have the project. We'd have to find somewhere else. There isn't really anywhere else in Kensington in that situation, in that position. And that's where we are. And, you know, it's making my life busy on the one hand, going around trying to find things and research and put things together, put documents together, and quiet in other senses, because we're in a sort of existential problem, existential situation in the fact that if we can't afford the rent on Holt Road, or we don't want to stay in Holt Road, which is what I'm sort of coming to the conclusion, maybe we've done it as a sort of make do and mend project for a number of years, and that's about it really. So it's goodbye from me, Steve Farragut. There'll probably be weekly updates, if not daily updates. You know, as I say, I'm going to have a meeting today, so I'll probably do a little video on that to let you know what happened and where we are. Okay, thanks very much. Stay tuned for more information about the new project in Kensington, or the new vision for Kensington, as we call it. I'm having a meeting tomorrow night with the councillors. We've had a meeting with the local MP, and hopefully, keep fingers crossed. Hang on, that wasn't very crossed. There you go. Fingers crossed. Things will start moving in the next month or so.